Special bitter cold that's in Chicago.
Well, apparently Eve thinks there's a special bitter cold that's in Chicago. Anyway, welcome to Daily Vlog.
I've never been to Anchorage, actually, so
Oh, okay.
I can't tell you how cold Anchorage is.
Okay, Gary went to the bathroom, and I don't know if he's going to like this topic, and we don't have to talk about it for 5 minutes.
We're going to talk about
But at lunchtime...
boyfriend?
No.
No.
No, at lunch... Well, what we were just talking about, so we can give them some context. At lunchtime, Eve and
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't really want to talk about it either, but okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, we were handed this flyer about Burberry and anti-fur.
Flyer.
Weird
it's all
environmentalist
about, like,
people.
The horrors of the fashion
people who
company
wear fur.
Burberry, which I've actually never heard of because that's exactly
Here's
not
the problem
how rich
I've got.
I am.
Here's the problem I've got with anti-fur people.
Okay.
They've never lived in Chicago?
No. In theory, the basic idea. Why I can't.
What? I don't
Okay.
know. What?
Yeah, now I'm.
What do you want?
No, you got all this space on the other side of you. Okay, so the basic thing I got a problem with is it's too far because I agree with the basic premise. Don't there's no need
Just
in
use
2007 to kill animals.
cotton
for fur.
or whatever
Okay,
else,
yeah,
yeah.
use synthetic
What
stuff.
about Anchorage?
But
is it too cold in Anchorage? Do you get
He's
it?
lived in Alaska.
Synthetic stuff is
It's more effective,
yeah.
I would think. Yeah.
Well, wool.
Maybe.
Now the thing
I
is,
don't know.
actually, with the exception of wool,
Okay.
which I still think is a little better, but you don't kill any animals to get wool.
Get the wool, yeah.
Matter of fact, you keep very happy animals if you do it right.
Yeah.
And, they produce, and it's a nice thing.
This whole
It's
thing.
So anyway,
symbiotic relationship.
but the problem I've got is carrying it too
With
far
the
because
woolies.
the idea that the paint on the
fur sends a message?
because there's two types of coats that could be walking by that you could put paint on. Number one, you can mistake a synthetic coat for something that's real.
It's fake, made to look like fur, but isn't fur.
And I
There
have
are
no
very
problem.
realistic
Yeah,
looking
exactly.
fake
So
fur.
that's the problem number one. Number two is old fur. Now, what I mean by that is, there's people that have like
Fur coats from a really long time
from
ago.
like the 1920s or whatever. It's like it was their great grandmother.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if you have that in your closet, you wear it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the animal's long dead.
Yeah.
From a time when it was
not
not
wearing
seen
it
as
doesn't
wrong.
make a political statement.
Right.
Doesn't bring the animal back
It doesn't.
to life.
It does it a disservice. Now think if you were like a Native American or Aborigine or
Well,
whatever,
whoever,
and you
it's
you
been,
had
like,
the thing,
passed
it
down.
would be wrong to not use the animal.
Yeah.
So so I'm saying yes, in the present it's wrong, but if you have a legacy coat, that's
and somebody
right.
throws it on you.
Yeah, and there's also the thing. There's some manufacturers don't use roadkill and things like that. So there's
I
other
don't
ways to do
believe
it. So
there's
it's
any
not an
roadkill
absolute.
in Burberry.
Well,
I'm new.
No,
I've just
but they're
discovered
environmentally
this brand
friendly.
today,
Yeah.
but I'm guessing that that's not part of their image.
Well, you make a good point. We're not rich by any means, so it's not like my family just owns some furs. But my stepmom, who comes from a somewhat okay family, gave my sister her, I think it was great-grandmother's fur because it didn't fit her
That
and
fur-
she'd never wear it.
They don't have to be expensive.
And so in this case, it's the same thing. Like, it's a very old fur.
I
maybe
have
20s or 30s.
I have one article of clothing that's made out of fur. It's my hat that I wear in the winter is rabbit fur lined. It's very warm. Now the thing is, do you really want to extend? I mean, rabbits really? I mean, as far as this thing you can get from endangered species.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. I certainly
Well, in
thought
this
that was
case,
odd. It was made out of
in
real
this
rabbit
case,
fur, but I didn't
they were
not accept
handing
the
out.
gift.
Yeah, they were handing out flyers at the street corner in Cherry Creek, which is like the wealthy shopping area during lunchtime on a weekday. Which there were plenty of like wealthy shoppers around that may be interested that would buy Burberry. As even I point out, we can't afford like some Burberry.
I have a
fur
hard
craft.
time believing it's that big of a problem today. I don't see.
But they were
in
wasting
Denver,
trees for the flyers.
Well, that's true. I don't see. Well, it could be recycled paper. I don't see in Denver it being
It being an
the
issue.
wealthy
And why
people
in the summer? Why not in
in
the
Colorado. Believe me, I don't believe the wealthy people in Colorado
Maybe
are
because
mindlessly walking into expensive stores and buying mink coats.
Yeah.
I think
I
probably
don't
the
know.
most environmental friendly people
I
are the wealthy
noticed
people in Colorado.
in particular that there was a boutique called something Furs down in Cherry Creek.
Oh, okay.
Hey, buying fur could help the environment if you're an Al Gore supporter.
Yeah,
Because living mammals emit
that's true.
greenhouse gases.
Or maybe
so
if it's like
Yeah.
elk, we have like too many elk in Rocky
Well,
Mountain
that's
National
true. What
Park
you
right
do
start
now.
up the animal
Okay,
grinding.
so
fur
we
spurting machines.
eat certain animals. I mean, of course, a lot of people would be vegetarians and against
Well,
that.
many
Yeah.
leather coats
But-
are
well,
made
that's
out
their
of cow,
problem.
right?
Exactly. So the thing is, should we use the whole animal or not? I mean, it's a whole mix. It's a complex issue, And
handing out a flyer doesn't really make it better.
Yeah, I don't. Not in Denver, Colorado. I don't think you're going to suddenly
in August
surprise
heat.
somebody that look at it and say, "I had no idea."
Yeah.
I think everybody here is extremely aware of the issue.
We just don't care.
No, but no idea that it was something. Anyway,
The issue of fur.
see you next week. Bye, sayonara. Don't buy fur.